Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. We've got a big boxing match this Saturday. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. The problem child, the one that's been knocking out UFC fighters that the whole UFC community hates. And then he fought Tommy Fury and lost on a split decision. So now his hype is, where is he? He's looking for a comeback. But people don't want it. And we've got Nate Diaz stepping into the boxing ring. A UFC legend, never boxed before in his life, but obviously when training for mixed martial arts, you're going to box as well. So he has some experience under his belt. Obviously now, as a UFC fighter, Nate Diaz was, I believe, 22-13, which obviously doesn't sound like an amazing record, but if you look at the people he's faced, Nate Diaz fights whoever's good. He fought Conor McGregor twice. He was getting battered by Conor McGregor, and he turned it around by the end of that round and choked out Conor McGregor. He also fought Leon Edwards in his last couple of fights. In Leon Edwards is a new rising star, man that's beat Kamaru Usman and everything. So Nate Diaz is not to be messed with. That guy is truly a bad motherfucker. Doesn't have to win to prove it. He just wants to go in and fight. That's what he's about. He's about fighting. Now Jake Paul though, 6-1 as a pro, with 4 KOs, knocked out Tyron Woodley, cold, 5-time UFC champion. I believe, is that more belts than Nate Diaz has had? I don't know. Knocked out Ben Askren, but he's a dodgy hip old man. Dropped Anderson Silva and beat him. Even though he lost to Tommy Fury, he dropped Tommy Fury. Now this fight is going to be a matter of who's trained the hardest, because Nate Diaz is the more natural fighter. Jake Paul is Jake Paul's younger, stronger, probably faster, more athletic, and has that, not experience, but he's more active than Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz has that experience, not in boxing but in combat sports. He has the wisdom maybe, and he just has the overall better fighter spirit than Jake Paul. They've decided to go 10 rounds because it was a game of cardio. We know Nate Diaz is a man of cardio. You would just run for ages, you know what I mean? And boxing rounds are shorter than MMA rounds, so 10 rounds in boxing, 30 minutes. That's just another round of UFC, because UFC goes in 5-minute rounds. So Nate Diaz fights 5-round fights all the time and gets to the decision. That's 35 minutes. That's just another UFC round for him. So, with the stamina being included, with the strength, with the skill, with the experience, with all these matters, who do I think is going to win? Let me say this. Do I think Jake Paul is going to knock out Nate Diaz? No. Do I think Nate Diaz is going to knock out Jake Paul? No. Here's why. Jake Paul's not going to knock out Nate Diaz. Simple as. Nate Diaz is he's too much of a tough guy. He's too much of a fighter. He just won't. Who'd you see really knocking out Nate Diaz? You know what I mean? No, he's not doing that. Nate Diaz isn't knocking out Jake Paul. I think at his age, he won't generate enough power to catch Jake Paul cleanly and knock him out, really. So I see this going to a decision. 10 rounds with both men being tired. Jake Paul was tired by the end of the Tommy fight, and that was 8 rounds, I believe, you know what I mean? But then again, Jake Paul knocked out Tyron Woodley in the 6th round, dropped Anderson Silva and Tommy Fury in the last round of the fight. So it just shows, in the last round of the fight, Jake Paul gets on instinct and just gets a bit more power, so Jake could drop Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz could drop Jake Paul, but I don't think it's ending a knockout. I think it's going to a decision. And my prediction is, because I've been stupid with it every time, but this time I'm not being stupid with it. My prediction is Jake Paul's going to win. Because let's be honest, Jake Paul's younger, faster, stronger. And it's just swaying in Jake's direction. He's more of an active boxer. Nate Diaz might be thrown off by... He might think he can jump in there and box and it'll all be good, but he might be thrown off by the fact that he might be in trouble and he might want to throw a kick, and he's like, oh, I can't throw a kick. Oh, I want to throw him. I can't throw him. I want to wrestle him. Oh, I can't wrestle. I can't submit him. I have to punch him. Only punch him. But Nate Diaz is a great puncher. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm going back and forth with it, because it's such a hard one to pick. I like Nate Diaz. I kind of like Jake Paul. I'm joking. They'll both put on a good fight. I'm rooting for boxing on this one. I'm not rooting for anyone because I don't know Nate Diaz as well as I know Jake Paul. But I can't say I like Jake Paul so much, so I'm rooting for boxing on this one. I want a good 10-round scrap. I want people being dropped but getting back up, lasting all the rounds, back and forth. Bang, 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 come on. give me a good fight, but I'm predicting Jake Paul wins by decision. Just for the sheer stats. That's my prediction. I'll come back after the fight's done and I'll give my reaction. Thank you for listening and watching. Fucking whatever. Like, subscribe. Goodbye.
I'ma keep it easy for scratch tracks, that won't please me. I'll have that song to do talking. I know you ain't getting away, you ain't walking. Like at the gym, I'm lifting weights. I'ma keep it going at a steady pace. I'm blows up your